coach Raheem Morris. His team fell in their season opener a week ago, now hitting the road looking for their first win. Across from him, his counterpart from the Vikings. His guys, on the other hand, were winners in their opener a week ago, so they'll try to make it 2-0 to start the season. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Will Reichert will get this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Falcons come out there led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
Mike, this is a big boy game, and sometimes the unfortunate truth is your performance was the difference between a win and a loss. And I think if you asked him, he'd be the first one to say, listen, my performance last week was not good enough. I have to make better decisions. I have to be more careful with the ball and where I put it. So his ability to improve from last week's game, both in production and decision-making, is probably the number one storyline to follow heading into today's game.
From the 33, here's second and a yard. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And here's Bijan. Open space to the 35. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's another Falcons first down.
We'll go play action now. No chance at all. He'll go down. That is Josh Metellus, the safety. Gets in there and brings him down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this first and 10.
At the 19-yard line.
Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. Second down, they need 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3. at the Vikings 12-yard
From the gun, it's Penix. He's going to keep it in. Michael Penix. Touchdown, Falcons.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this looks like a completely different offense from a week ago. They just couldn't get anything going. Their self-inflicted penalties, the opposing team really had their way with them, but they looked really sharp. They had a great opening script. They executed it to perfection, and then not only to sustain possession, Mike, but so important nowadays is to win those possessions in the red zone and come away with 6.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Vikings 0.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Price now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy, but really, it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. If he does that, I'll tell you what, I really like their chances.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Justin Jefferson. A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. To the right side, he's got Hawkinson, his tight end. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go.
On play action, here's McCarthy. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's into the end zone. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. That his 2nd TD catch of the season.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
On now for the extra point, here's Will Riker. He's got it. The Vikings come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Jamal Agnew now to return. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to possess the football for the second time. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. You play a tight game and lose. It kind of changes the feeling coming into this week a little bit.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that cardinal rule? You don't want one loss to turn into two, one bad play to turn into two. The best teams in this league, they have an uncanny ability that regardless, good or bad, blowout or close one from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next...
The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
It's second down.
Play action. It's Penix. That's caught. Right side. It's London. Well, they'll get some of the sag yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
It's a gain of 15 yards. And
from the gun, here is Penix. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And the Vikings offense about ready to get going on their second possession. So, Greg, the home opener after winning on the road, I know you've said it a bunch, there's a different satisfaction for a team to go on the road and get a win. So it's got to feel good to start your home season at 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, everyone loves to play week one at home. Your fans are into it. The hope and the optimism of the season is at an all-time high, but it doesn't always go that way. So they go on the road and they get a win. So now expectations coming back to your home field, your home crowd. Now everyone's really juiced up. So this is going to be a great environment, a great week two opportunity for them to not only start 2-0, but to get to 1-0 at home.
They run it once more with Jones. And this will wind up a Vikings first down as the tackle is made just shy of the 40.
And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 39.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Vikings football as we begin this second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. And he did a pretty good job there to get back to the line of scrimmage as he's chased out of bounds. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Tag. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready, ready.
A quick toss into the hands of Addison. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. He's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Arnold Ebiketie. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him. And As a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw, it's McCarthy. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
Ryan Wright is
So on 4th down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. Back deep, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Falcons offense make their way out to take over once more. So, Greg, let's pull back big picture and talk NFC South for a second, a division that you know so well. We've got teams that have been to the Super Bowl in the last 15 or so years out of this division. Yet people overlook it at times. Maybe they've overlooked how good Tampa's been the last 4 years, too.
Well, it's funny, Mike. You think it wasn't very long ago that the NFC South was the toughest division in football. I mean, you meant
the pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Drew Van Ginkel having a lot of success here early in the season. 2 sacks in the opener, and he's got another one here. Open man is Mooney. He's got it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. It's good for a Falcon first down. On play action. Penix in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the defensive plan that this coaching staff has come up with coming into today's game. Every time it seems like the offense makes an adjustment, the defense counterpunches. Different looks, different fronts, different pressure packages. They have had all the answers so far, and the sacks just keep piling up.
They hook up again, 2nd time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
On the option, here's Robinson. And he'll get forward for about a yard. High pace up to his linebacker spot to make the stop.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Mooney in motion.
44-yard line.
They'll go again with Robinson. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Pickup there of 13. First down, Atlanta.
Falcons, first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's close to another first down. It's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 21-yard line.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Another run here for Robinson. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Pitts is the man in motion. On 2nd down, here's Penix. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Pitts is the man in motion. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. Penix on 3rd down. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he takes it in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Atlanta. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Raider extra point is good. And the Falcons will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Price now to return it. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do. Greg, the NFC North geography and the legacy, it's always been, because of the proximity, a fun division with great rivalries. But with almost all the teams playing well, save the Bears over the last few years, it's almost heightened the awareness of how good the NFC North can be.
Yeah, I think going into the season, I'd make the argument it's the best division in football. And I think when the worst team, I know they were 5-12 with the Chicago Bears, but to me, there's a lot of wins built in there. Now they bring in Ben Johnson. They continue to build around Caleb Williams. That feels like there's a lot more wins built into that 5-12 record if they just get themselves organized and get some pieces around Caleb Williams, and that's what they've done. So, yes, Detroit and Minnesota, Green Bay, they've clearly been the top three for the last couple years, but if Chicago and that roster, if that's your fourth best team in your division, man, I'll tell you what, those are going to be some really competitive division games this year.
And I don't know if it's the weather. I don't know if it's the length of the franchises, but when these divisions go head-to-head, there always is a legacy feel that just is additive to the anticipation of those. Matchups.
Yeah, I mean, every one of these franchises has significant history for a lot of different reasons. They have Hall of Fame players, Hall of Fame coaches. Some of the most iconic individuals in the history of the league have played for these four organizations over the last 50-plus years. So there's so much into it, more than just the matchup on the field in that moment. And you can feel it with how much the fan bases rally behind their team.
No run here. This is Ty Chandler. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. Pitts is the man in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. He'll look London's way again. It's complete again. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. 2nd and inches. They'll throw. It's Penix. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. It's a huge play in a tight ball game. 32 yards. Now the Falcons will use their third and final timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Prater on for the field goal, a 33-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good. And the Falcons tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Let's go. 19, Rattler. 18, Rattler. Go.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. Flush to his right. He's got it! And they will finally get to him, but I think even he knows this one is coming back. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. We enjoyed it so much last week, the EA folks said, hey, come back, let's do it again. So here we are, week 2. Let's get after it. Our tour of the NFL starts now. It begins in Houston. The Texans at home to take on Tampa Bay. And it's a welcome sight here. Back from injury, Chris Godwin. Up next, here we go with the big one of the weekend.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. Well, Greg, as the season starts, really the season never ends. Think back to the schedule release. The draft has become this multi-day huge event. Green Bay crushed it with all the folks around the stadium in Lambeau, and some big names will be tied to that draft forever. A couple of the rookies that you've watched that are just sticking out in your mind. Interested to see how they fit in the league as this season gets going.
You know, obviously so much attention around the quarterback position. Cam Ward goes number 1, and then obviously with Shador and all the conversations around that as the draft unfolded. But I think a guy that's going to be fun to watch when you talk about fit, Mike, I think you look at Ashton Genty. He gets drafted by Vegas. He's now with the Raiders. Pete Carroll. It kind of has the feel of, is he his Marshawn Lynch? Is he the bell cow back, under center, Geno Smith, play action, set up that run game, play good defense? This feels like the early path Pete Carroll took when he took over in Seattle and turned them into a Super Bowl champion. So I'm not saying Genty's Marshawn Lynch, but he certainly feels like that's the fit the Raiders were going for when they took him with their first-round pick.
Hey, let me ask you about Travis Hunter. Of course, a Heisman winner, Colorado, great play, both sides of the ball as a receiver and a corner. You know, Greg, it's hard to come in this league and play well on one side of the ball. Is it realistic to think you may see him on both offense and defense?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, and I think to start, you have to say, okay, let's hang our hat on something. And I think when you look at the league, where is it harder to find impactful players? I believe it's harder to find impactful defensive backs. I think it's a harder position. I think the league favors the offense with the rules and the play style. So if I'm Jacksonville, I'm making Travis Hunter a defensive back on day 1, and then I'm going to package my offensive plays around his skill set to take advantage of him as a wide receiver. And then as time goes on, it will eventually unfold where he'll be able to have a role on both sides of the ball more consistently. So if I was in Jacksonville, that's what I would do. But I think it's going to be very interesting to see how fast and how big of a role on both sides they give Hunter early in his rookie year.
On 2nd down, Penix. He'll step up and run this. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's 3rd down and goal. Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcon touchdown. Prater on to attempt the extra point. It's up and good. And the Falcons up their lead. It's now 24-7. So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Price now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. Well, Greg, it will be a very busy stretch for the pass port. He'll try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone. Back to throw. Here's Penix. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal. Tackle made at about the 5-yard line.
And the Falcons first down.
They'll run with Robinson. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7. Task a bit tougher as they face second and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Falcons. That his first touchdown of the new year. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. You know, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going for it on 4th down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. There wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime. Each team getting the ball. I'm so happy, Greg, because I just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime, but then that is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Fuller. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. On first down, it's Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing is Penix. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
3rd and 15.
To the right, that's Pitts. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short.
It's 4th down.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Vikings offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this 1st and 10. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver, and they're going to get him down right at the 25.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. Headed left, buying time. He runs with it. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Viking 18.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time. And it's going to bring up a third down. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10.
First down.
Throwing again is McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. They'll look to pick up the pace.
It's a gain of 18. That's
To throw once more, here's McCarthy. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
At the Falcons.
Out of the gun, they give it to Jones. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
That's another Vikings.
On play action, here's McCarthy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down. Working out of the shotgun, it is back 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked up. A.J. Terrell.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. And all at the same time, it's leading to questionable throws and easy picks.
He is belted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Now Penix to throw on second. Over on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And the Vikings have the takeaway.
And this defense, they've been searching for a splash play, and they got a big one here. Great job separating the man from the ball on the sack, and now it's up to their offense. Can they take advantage of this sudden change situation?
We'll try and go up tempo here as they hustle to the line. McCarthy to the air on second down. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
7 makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll go play action here with McCarthy. Quick throw here is complete. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' first down. They wind up getting 4 on that 4th and 1. Forced out left. Good blocking, and he's in. J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Vikings. quarter, Greg, they have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for two. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the fourth quarter.
So now McCarthy's going to bring up the Vikings, and they will go for two.
The Vikings will line up for the two-point conversion.
Setting up to throw is McCarthy. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the two-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy is better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. And they have definitely righted some wrongs after the loss of the opener. They have the lead here, and they start this possession 1st and 10. He is met and drops. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Plant. It's Penix. That's into the hands of Werner, the tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the gun, here is Penix. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. And that is incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the fourth quarter, and that's it.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Eric Wilson getting in there to bring him down. His 1st sack of the season. This a must-stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. Pitts is the man in motion. Now Penix on 3rd and long. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That'll be swung out wide to Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 20.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, here's McCarthy. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. He'll tuck it and take off. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
Gain of 34 yards.
A big play after being backed up. It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he's close to another 1st down. Brought down just shy of the marker. On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. And to whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
7-yard gain. That's another Vikings first down.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. Now he'll air one out. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. Exiting the pocket right. There's a throw right side. Gonna be incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. To the air once more is McCarthy. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go. Here's McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They run over center with Robinson. Bijan Robinson still going. And he will score again. Bijan Robinson, 3 of the year. Prater, extra point is good. And the Falcons will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Price now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. He's got it! And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
51 yards.
This offense moving quickly, and they'll try to get set.
Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing again is McCarthy. Moving outside the pocket.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down. Mooney in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. Now, deep ball for London. That is brought in. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
This back's been having his way all night long, Mike. Just a lot of room to operate. Great job by the offensive line all night long, but In this case, defense does their job. They're able to penetrate, get in the backfield, and take them down for a loss.
He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Darnell Mooney, touchdown Falcons. And this has to feel good for this team, Greg. After losing week 1, to continue to add to the lead here in the fourth quarter and get themselves likely back to 500.
Yeah, just a really nice bounce-back performance. After talking to them, they felt really disappointed in their week 1 performance. They felt like they got off to a slow start. So now here in week 2, bounce back, deal with a little adversity early in the season. I think this is going to bode well as the rest of this year plays on.
Prater gets the point is good. And the Falcons add on to their already sizable lead. So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, set! Panther 60, Panther 60!
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line.
Gain of 19 yards. And the Vikings, first down.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. There's that man again. Another catch. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. He's got this on target to Addison. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
It's a gain of 8. And the Vikings, first down. 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
And incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw once more, here's McCarthy. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. On the give, it's Jones. A gain there of 15. It'll be a Vikings first down.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Vikings first
To
down.
throw is McCarthy. This one is caught by Addison. They try and hurry to the line here.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down.
26-yard line.
We'll get this complete. It's Addison again. He'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and that gains them another first down.
And the Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons, and they made it look easy. Their offense playing at about as high a level as they can play. Defense wasn't too shabby either, and they're able to get the victory here by a rout in grand style. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Minneapolis.